It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On now the Miami field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. To throw on second down, Scarborough. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Lions at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now a handoff up the middle. Finley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Scarborough. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Going with their tight end on 4th. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 1st and goal at the 1. Up the middle they go. Finley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Scarborough. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. This time they stay on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Scarborough. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. "35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Hands it off out of the gun. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, Finley. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. A nice throw there for the 1st down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Walker. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job here by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Again, Walker. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff up the middle. Finley, and he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Looking to throw. Scarborough. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Scarborough. They complete it to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off play action. Scarborough steps away to it. Oh, no, he lost the football. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Scarborough. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. To the right side, this is Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
He's going to let it fly. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the